Super.
BS.
Welcome to Super BS, a special happy birthday Monty Cook edition.
Happy birthday!
We're gonna sing that boy happy birthday.
We will sing the great sage happy birthday in a moment's time. We are back again. We're going to play another session of Numenera, the BS nominated role-playing game of the ever. And
It won all the awards.
this time, unlike our special holiday edition, we're going to be playing the game a little bit closer to the legit version. A little bit more, not super rule intensive, but a little bit more how the actual game would be, a little bit less modified. So for those of us that missed the last one, Numenera is a game, world setting set 1 billion years in the future of Earth in something called, or referred to as the Ninth World. It's theorized that over the last billion years, there have been 8 prior major civilizations or worlds of people that have advanced to insane technological heights and then fallen to complete non-existence. However, over that billion of years, you can assume that at least one civilization figured out time travel, figured out dimensional travel. Someone figured out how to stop the sun from growing and eradicating Earth, which theoretically would be gone in a billion years' time. So there's all sorts of things, and Numenera is a term that is not just the name of the game, but is the term for any object left over from these prior worlds that is super advanced technology, but so advanced that it's almost the difference between it and magic is negligible. So there are these mysterious objects, whether it be a massive fortress or a tiny handheld device. These would all be conceptually Numenera. So we're going to play through a game, a scenario called Vortex, which is actually like the original, I believe it's the original not a campaign, but an adventure written for Gen Con when they were launching this game. And so this is I picked this because we're hoping to make a regular series out of this, and this is just a great introduction to how the world of Numenera works. It features this sort of intrigue and mystery, the bizarreness, and just kind of the all around. It's got everything that Numenera has to offer in a small package. So couple terms that I want to make sure that the audience is familiar with. Synth is a term that comes up quite often, and synth is basically a material that's somewhat like plastic, but is used all over the place. Oftentimes combined with metal. Sometimes structures are made entirely of synth. But either way, it is basically like a loose term for a certain type of plastic that looks in a sense like can look like glass, can look colored, but isn't. Shins would be the currency of the Ninth World. There's not a specific look to shins, but they are essentially found bits of metal, and it's kind of almost like bottle caps in Fallout. Those would be the another term that I actually want to make sure that people understand is esoterias, which would be the name of essentially spell type moves in this game. And that's pretty much it so far. If there's anything else that comes up in the game, I'll make sure to have an aside so the audience can clearly understand. But I hope you enjoy this episode. So, to my right, I have a returning guest. He's not very bright, so...
Is this where I speak?
Go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi guys, this is Nathan. I'm going to be playing a character named Tyrson.
Can you change your voice? It's just so awful.
I'll go back to this one.
That's the one I know and love.
Yeah.
I hate my friends. Tyrson is a nano, and nanos are kind of the mage-like class of this game. And so Tyrson is a intimidating nano who wonders.
And just to elaborate, nanos are correct, like the mage type class of the game. They are essentially humans that are augmented with nanite technology, which are like extremely tiny micro machines
Love
Micro
Yeah,
Machines.
Micro Machines, the cars.
Mattel
Big
paid us
fan.
to say that.
Thank you, Mattel.
This can be anything from this type of like sensitivity can come from augmentation, like biomodification stuff, implants, or it can be genetic if you descend from people who have augmented themselves over a certain amount of time. There's all sorts of ways that this could occur, but essentially,
How does yours occur?
Making it up right now. Tyrson, because of his focus wonders, he was in a mysterious force field of like wind and technology.
and that's it, Josh.
Used to be a little W, now you're a big W, man.
Now I'm a big W.
Wait, are you done
Tony
for reals?
Wonder. Just pretty much Tony Wonder.
Tony Wonders.
Anytime someone says the word wonder, I pop out of like a basket
Or a dumb
and
waiter.
a dumbwaiter,
Oh goodness.
Love
and I
dumb
give him a
waiters.
cracker.
It's like a genie.
I can make you look like him with my disguises.
That's true.
Are you done with talking about your character though, for real?
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
as much as we need to
That's
give?
enough, isn't? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can never die. I'm all powerful and I'm the best player.
You're the actual GM, is what you're saying.
Oh, my turn?
It's your turn.
All right.
Do you want to go last, Josh, or do you?
No, I'm good, dude.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
good. All right.
okay.
Josh Jankerson
I
here.
was gonna interrupt him, but
My character is Kane, and he is a driven jack who consorts with the
And I
dead.
just want to interrupt you for a second,
Please.
because I'm gonna try.
Go on.
I'm gonna try to not do that so much during the actual game.
Just try and get it
just
over
have
with.
to
Getting it
do
out
it.
of his
Just
system.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I
please.
want to applaud Josh because today this is his first. He was here for the holiday episode, but this will be his first real game of Numenera. So he will be learning the game as he plays, which is an impressive task.
this is Monty's birthday present.
you.
We
Yeah,
offer
Mon-
Josh to Monty.
Happy birthday.
You are the sacrifice.
Sacrifice, human sacrifice.
We hope you like
Living
it.
preferably. Yeah, I consort with the dead. I get lonely sometimes. So I like to raise the dead, and we party, and then they go back to being dead. So
Really messed up.
I mean, if you were like a tier 6 character, maybe, but all you can really do is.
You can just like text message them. That's all.
Well, you can kind of
And they
send,
won't respond.
kind of send snail mail at your tier. Maybe soon
I mean,
you'll be able to text.
one of my gifts or perks is unlimited data, so we can actually text a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's actually pretty impressive,
Unlimited
even in a billion years.
So you
Access
can
to
talk
the
to the
data
dead for
sphere.
reals, though. You can like talk to dead people.
I can
All the
yeah.
time?
Yeah. I mean, my character, not me.
Oh, weird.
Wait,
but,
so you're not your
wait a
character?
No, I am my character.
This guy's blowing it on his first.
Are you like playing a role or something?
Well, we should move on. Dave, tell us about your character.
Oh,
huh?
okay.
That's my job. Dave, tell us about your character.
Dave, go ahead and tell us about your
It's
character.
gonna be a hard pass for me. I'm just gonna surprise you all. I'm an octopus, and
I specifically forbade this
no, I'm not.
because he'd die. Because there's not a lot of
Well, I can actually stay out of water for an hour, and I would need you to consistently redunk me.
We'd have to be constantly.
What I actually envisioned was sitting in like a fishbowl on someone's shoulder the whole time. It's just,
massive fishbowl.
well, yeah, octopus bowl.
Non-stop
the
dunk.
slightest jog, you fall off and die.
I got
Glass
8 arms, man. I
breaks.
can hang on. Anyways, I'm not an octopus. I'm a squid. No, I'm just kidding. Synsyan Sawa is my name. I'm an empathic nano who crafts illusions. So I'm very sensitive. I'm really in tune with my PC side. NPC side.
Player character.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm really in touch with all the player characters emotionally. I'm emotionally involved with all of you. That's actually true.
That means a lot.
And I'm just telling you now because you didn't know. And then my ability is crafts illusions, which means that I am an illusionist, so to speak. Don't have a whole lot of prestige,
And
but
an illusionist.
I make a lot of
he
references.
craps them.
I crap illusions. So you'll find myself turning us into maids.
Oh yeah.
Making dumb waiters, any sort of household.
We turn
like,
into maids a lot.
any sort of like housekeeping sort of thing. I'm gonna do it. So more to come.
All about that house.
I could read my whole bio. It's
We're
only
good.
like 3 paragraphs long. Okay.
It's only like 3 pages, and
I think maybe I'll do this like Jeopardy, like halfway through the break. I'll say, "Hey, tell us about your character more." You know?
Where do you work, Sally?
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
hey, so this is Brank. I'm just gonna give you this short and sweet. I'm a clever glaive who wields 2 weapons at once, aka I'm a total badass who's also really good at tricks and shit. And so if I do some really cool tricks during this game, don't be surprised. Okay? So
I might murder your character this game, just so you know.
he can't let that happen. He's really
he rolls
good.
a 1 when
Yeah.
he's trying to do a trick. Can he die?
He's good at train defense
Get
rolls
ready to
versus
talk to
mental.
one insignificant merchant and have Brian go, "It's a puzzle. Hey, no, I got it. We got to get him to say this."
You mean Brank? A clever clay.
The last game we played, when we kept doing tricks instead of saving the villagers.
Oh, yeah, with just ice skates.
Sometimes you got to do tricks to save people, okay?
And then I, like, bit your hand or something
Oh, yeah.
afterwards.
Why are you licking my hand? Dog.
You horse's ass.
All right. So that's about it. So we're gonna get going.
How are we
here.
doing so far, Eric?
All right. Let's get going, guys. See you later.
Well, that was fun.
Just drag
All
and
right.
drop someone else's game.
Catch
in
us
there.
on iTunes, Podbean.
All right, here we go. So the four of you are traveling. You have left Sutton Valley after your last holiday-themed adventure and are in an indeterminate part of the Steadfast. You're walking along in an area that's... you can see mountains in the distance, but it's mostly kind of hills, light forestation, trees, and things like that. And you come across to a stream. It's not a huge river or anything, but it is a significant enough size to be kind of a shallow, river or stream kind of thing. You follow it along for a little bit, and off in the distance, as you take a quick pause for a water break, just a little bit up ahead, you see the ground start to shake, and you start to see this thing rise out of the water. And it ends up being a sort of like a large metallic object that's shaped sort of oval-ish. You can't totally make it out in the distance. But it's mostly metal. It's got bits of like yellow synth and things like that on it. And yeah, so it's fully risen to the surface. What do you guys like to do?
Is it moving anymore? It's just static?
It's not. It's static, yeah.
Let's go observe this, guys. You want to check it out?
Let's go check it out.
Okay. So you guys make your way over to the object, and yeah, as you can see, it's sort of oval shaped, and it is, like I said, it is sort of gray metal. It has these lines coming out of it that are a little bit, kind of like very specifically placed. It has a little bit of white paint on it as well, which you can't quite figure out. But let me just pull up a little slide for you guys so you guys can get a good example. This thing.
Love them slides.
How big is it in comparison to us?
It is twice as big
Even
as
in
your
inches.
feelings. No, it's 20 feet. It's about 20 feet long across, and probably about that much up as well.
Okay.
It actually looks like this.
Oh, strange.
Yeah. So you can see, so it's kind of like an object. You guys are in the vicinity of it. You can see around the area there's like dead fish and things like that. It's kind of risen in the middle of the water. It's diverted the stream just a little bit. But yeah.
Wow.
Kane, are there any dead bodies nearby that you could consort with that might tell you something?
There are not, actually.
No.
I would have told you if there's a
guess
dead
not.
body.
They would be floating too, right?
Well,
Yeah.
there's dead fish. So
No, that's true. Can I
that
talk
might
to
be-
fish?
No.
Does he speak fish?
No.
Is Aquaman nearby? Or
Yeah.
I'd like to approach this thing and
Sure.
get real close, and you do a perception check on it.
Yeah, you won't have to roll. You can see as you approach. So again, you see the designs. You can see that there's white painted symbols in a couple different spots that are very faded. As you get close to the center of it, you can see that there is a depression, like a rectangular depression. It's about 2 inches by 1 inch or so, and then inside of that are 2 much smaller holes.
I want to roll to see if I can decipher anything from the symbols that are on the outside of this building
Sure.
or this protrusion. And I'm trained in the Numenera, so I'm hoping that helps me here. Roll 2.
You got.
And it begins.
You couldn't have done that anyway. I just wanted to get a bad roll out of you.
Oh,
so.
well, there it is.
That'll be the highest roll you
Yeah.
do.
That'll be
He dies instantly.
I
2
combust.
out of 20.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything while you're here?
I'd like to go up to that indent and just kind of poke it.
Okay.
See what happens.
What body
Nothing
part?
happens.
Oh. Is there anyone around that
Thought it was
seems
a
like they're watching us, or any sort of
No.
other
Not
life
that you
forms
can make
around?
out.
Okay. Are we making out?
Yes.
Nice.
Is there
He
anything
said
besides
not.
those 2 holes?
No. Like a third hole?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
That was a clever question.
All right. So Donna, you're saying that is there like a panel or anything that resembles a door? Anything
Just
like that?
nope. Just the rectangular depression.
Just the rectangular depression.
the regular
The
depression.
it's an orangutan.
It's a Rango.
Yeah.
I want to try to interact with that depression
Sure.
and or the holes simultaneously.
Yeah.
I approach it, and I'm younger than the rest of the crew, and a little.
I'm a little bit younger than him, though.
How old
I'm
are
a little
you?
bit looking.
Because I'm actually 21.
I'm
so,
16.
Okay.
Everybody knows that from the
All right,
podcast.
so you don't even shave yet, so no one even takes you seriously.
It's my normal,
Right.
normal real
Okay.
life age.
Do I have to roll to interact with the orifice?
No.
Okay, so I want to like either like put my hand in the protrusion or just like fiddle with the holes to try to get the. Yeah, I chose those words
Let's
very carefully.
yeah.
So I
let's
wanna-
maybe rewind that one.
Anyways, I interact with the things.
All right. You can tell that it is a very old structure, but nothing happens when you interact with it.
Interesting.
Does it have any locks that I can pick?
It doesn't.
I do a perimeter around the structure and try to notice any sort of unusual openings or panels or things like that.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to roll.
Okay. I'm trained in the Numenera, so this will be an automatic 20. Here you go. It's like a 6 or a 9. 9s are higher, so it's a 9. It's actually
It's a 96, the highest.
It's I think a 6 for real stuff. Okay.
Well, all you can really make out, you can't find anything. The siding of the structure itself is very smooth. I mean, smooth. It's metal. There's nothing that you can find that resembles a door or a panel or something like that. But you do notice that the ground around it is sort of like very freshly disheveled. Like this structure has not been here for a very long time.
Guys, should we really be messing with this thing that just protruded out from the ground, or should we be on our merry way, to this next major city that we are all heading to?
I say we go to the next major city.
You guys are in an area that you've never been before, so
Okay.
be careful of assuming that there's a city nearby.
Okay, so where are we headed though?
You are headed where I'll tell you where you're headed.
Oh my gosh.
I say we leave.
Well, I mean,
Merry travelers.
this thing's kind of weird. I can't really like make anything of it. What do you guys think?
leave.
I wonder. So I'm gonna wonder what the purpose of this is, and use an ability called Stands in Wonder, and I get to ask the GM one question. Is that allowed?
You'll fail.
So that was
Try.
Yeah, you can try. I'll hear your question. Yeah.
I ask the cosmos around me, what is the
That is
purpose
I.
of this structure?
You will never understand the purpose of this structure.
Just
My
just,
mind explodes.
Just
Yeah.
Tyrson specifically.
Just Tyrson specifically.
Wow.
It sucks, man.
This
Sorry.
is kind of like a Job questioning his creator sort of situation for you.
Okay, I'm
Sorry,
going.
rewind that.
Joe
Sorry.
Blue?
Is there any way to climb to the top of the structure?
It's pretty smooth,
Okay.
and the metal is pretty undentable.
Okay.
If we dig beneath it, will we find a way inside of it?
You will not.
Guys, I recommend that we water up like we were going to. We kind of walk away for a while, see if anyone else interacts with this protrusion. It looks like we heard that there's some sort of unmoved ground. Like it doesn't seem like it's been here for very long. So let's see if someone else interacts with it, and then maybe we can learn something about the structure before we move on. What do you guys think about that?
I'm down for that.
So maybe we'll like go over a ridge and just
Hide in
kinda
the
camp
bushes.
out.
Yeah.
Real
go
quick,
camp.
do we see any footprints around us?
Nope.
We're
Just
in,
yours.
We're in
Okay.
water, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
Well, you're not really in water. I mean, it's not a huge
It's like a
stream.
shallow little.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
just seeing if there's indented giant people or
Well,
something.
I mean, you said you're
Brian-
clever, so
Brian cleverly discovers his own footprints.
And follows them in circles. Yeah, let's camp.
Okay,
nearby or
so we try to make ourselves invisible to most people, but we can still see the thing.
Okay, so you guys move. How far away you think? Like 100 feet or
10 feet maybe.
I don't know.
10 feet?
10 feet.
We
100 yards.
we hide in the
meters?
water with little straws. And,
Yeah.
The water's not that deep.
We do it still.
Actually, what we do, we can get pretty close, and I'll conjure up an illusion of some trees and shrubbery and things like that, so we can get pretty close, as close as we can get, and people can't tell what we're doing.
Okay.
And we wait an hour.
Nice.
Ooh, we just wait until something happens. So yeah, let's wait an hour.
All right. So you guys are. Let me. Yeah, that's fine. So you guys are waiting around by the structure with an illusion of trees covering you. A few minutes go by, and you start to hear kind of rustling of people in the distance. And slowly, you see a group of about 5 people in yellow robes, kind of old, dirty robes, hooded robes, carrying like bags of produce and things like that,
It's
making their way towards the structure.
Okay.
And do you guys want to keep hiding and watch?
How old do they look?
They're in robes.
They're in robes.
You're far enough away that you're not
So
really
like bathrobes, so they're older.
I think to myself, they're probably older than me because I'm young and cool.
I'm like, I whisper to the guys, I'm like, guys, think we could take them? We want to see what they do. What do you guys think?
So we see these people. What are they doing?
All right. So as you're waiting, you see that they gather around. They put down their grocery bags and things like that you see they have. And they gather around in an orderly fashion around the structure, sort of kind of encircling it on the side that's available to them. And the center figure pulls out an object that looks to be sort of like a key with 2 metal prongs on the end of it. And they begin this sort of like ominous oming, like that kind of thing. And that goes on for about 3 minutes. There's certain kind of like hand motions that go along with it. And at the end of that, the center figure steps towards the object, the structure, and he inserts the key into the rectangular depression that you guys discovered earlier. And a door opens, and they all enter inside. And then the door closes behind them.
Oh,
I look at the guys and I say, looks like we got to get that key. And then cut to us getting the key.
you want to go in there? I don't want nothing to do with those people.
I think we should go in there.
Are you serious? Why would you want to go in there?
He wants the groceries. He's a growing boy, 16.
Young.
Okay, I mean, if we want to go in there, I think I have an idea.
All right, so you guys head back over to the structure. No matter what you do, though, you can't seem to figure out how to get it back open. So it looks like
And I can't pick the lock.
They took the key in with them.
Okay.
One of the characters you noticed left behind a leather shoulder bag that's on the ground, sort of like right outside where they were performing their little ritual thing they just did.
Let's look in there.
Who
Look
grabs
for
it?
a million shins.
Tyrson, grab it.
Okay, Tyrson, grab it. All right. So inside, you see that it's a pretty small bag. So there's a couple small tools around that you could possibly put to use at some point. Not anything specifically Numenera. There's like a chisel. There's like a, like something that would tighten a, like a, what am I thinking of? Like a washer or something like that,
A
that
nut.
kind of stuff. Like
That's
a
what they're
nut.
called.
Yeah.
A wrench, kind of.
Yeah, there's like that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know what we'd call a ninth
Like
world
just
wrench.
tools,
but
though.
Just like
Yeah,
little
like small tools.
Nothing like ciphers or anything like that. There's a pen as well, and there's a notebook.
So we pull out Bobby Farron, the ultimate tool.
Anyway,
What does the notebook look like, Tyrson?
so you open the notebook, and in it, the first several pages are filled with maps and times and dates and things like that. So they're all maps of areas that you do not recognize. But as you flip through the journal, you get to the last page, and you see a map that very much looks like the river that you're at the spot you're at. And you notice that the time and the date match up to exactly where you're at right now.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh.
is there anything written after that?
So there's nothing written after that. I'm actually going to show you a picture of the map. So this is the map you see. So you have the river stream where you guys are at, and you see these time and dates, which are unintelligible, but I don't know what months are in the ninth world. So, but they are to you. You recognize that as today and at this exact time where you're at. You see ahead that there's a village of some kind, which you were not aware of, but now you know that there is a village ahead.
Okay.
And then above that, you see a date and a marker from about 10 days from now, at a specific time.
Cool.
Can we decipher anything from the previous dates, like a pattern?
Not anything that would be particularly relevant. What you see is that you have a pattern for today. You can see patterns on past pages that correspond to recent days and things like that, but they're in places that you can't particularly get to.
Okay.
Because you actually don't know where they are in relation to each other. But you do see another marker for 10 days from now. And at this moment in time, actually, you take your head out of the journal and you realize that the structure that you have been in front of is disappearing. It's just fading away.
Whoa.
Like dissipating or like
Dissipating.
going under the ground?
Dissipating.
Oh, weird. Okay, so I try to touch it really quickly with
You missed it.
I missed it.
Yeah.
It's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it, Dave. Synsyan Sawa.
I pretend to touch it and then laugh at Synsyan like he's an idiot because it's already disappearing.
That was strange. What do you guys think we should go to that village?
Yeah, let's
See
head
if
to the
they know
village.
anything about the structure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love
I asked.
talking to people.
I say, Kane, aren't you skilled with sabotaging things and breaking into things?
Oh yeah,
Maybe you should grab those tools from Tyrson.
yeah. I'm gonna take those tools.
How many shins
you might want to
got?
ask him.
Can I have those tools, please?
No.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, here you go.
He is intimidating, so you got to be
We
careful.
all packed up and went on our separate ways after we realized we could never work together.
Okay, so
So we had
should we head down there?
I want to head there.
Okay,
to this,
so so based on the map, is anyone good at reading a map? Anyone have any type of skill like that?
I'm clever, but it doesn't mention map skills.
Okay, yeah. So what would normally probably be about a 6-hour walk is a 10-hour walk for you guys.
I'm tired.
So you get to the
I'm young, so I'm never tired.
So you get to the town. It's a small village that's slightly off the beaten path. You're seeing cottage-like buildings, but they're white and red. You know, red roofs, kind of whitish, faded wood paint type of buildings. It's not a huge town. You can estimate that it could probably support like 200 and less type of thing. As you're approaching the town, you see that there are lots of herders around, sort of like pastures surrounding the town that are they're tending to flocks of an animal called an entelodon, which looks like a really hairy hippopotamus version of a hog. And there's also crops around and things like that. You can make out that there looks like there appears to be like a lake kind of just slightly over a hill past the town. And you guys make your way to the town center into the marketplace. So in front of you, you see kind of a bunch of, typical things. There's a stand that sells fruits and vegetables, dry goods. There's a fish stand, but the fish stand is actually empty, and there's just a guy there hanging out. And there's a lady that sells, kind of like Numenera objects of some kind that you could talk to if you'd like to. But yeah, so what do you guys want to do? It's midday, so
Okay.
Can we talk to the fish guy who's not selling fish?
sure.
What do you want to say to him?
What do you want to say to him?
Oh, what do you want to say to him? Oh, it's a puzzle. You gotta.
I want to ask if he knows anything about that weird mountain building thing that was in the stream back there.
Okay.
You should ask him.
Wait, it was. Do I need? Okay.
Yeah, ask him in
Hey,
character.
Greetings.
hey.
Sorry, but my stand is closed today. I have no fish.
Why don't you have any fish?
Well, we used to have fish. We have a plentiful fish-filled lake just over the hill here. But Dog Lake these days has been haunted by something called the Whispering Lurker. I don't really know if that's true, but ever since the Drevish brothers went missing, everyone's been afraid to go down there. So I don't have any people bringing me fish.
Who are the Drevis brothers?
They're just some local youths that went off to investigate the lake and never came back.
Can we get one of those hog things and name it Scooby-Doo and go investigate?
Sure can't.
Are you talking about an Entelodon?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
jackass.
What were the Drevis brothers like?
You know, typical young boys, boisterous.
Oh, I know how that
adventurous.
is.
Brank's
Rugged.
ears prick when they hear that.
Thank you, prick. Yeah, I know how that is.
They look like the kind of boys that would be threatening to a boy like this one.
I say probably not. Tossing myself some type of round, spherical-shaped, pig-skinned thing, and then bouncing against the ground to look cool.
The end. So, how long have they been missing for?
They've been missing for a couple days.
Has no one gone out to look for them?
No one will go out to look for them with the Whispering Lurker around.
People are afraid of.
Yeah, some people say the lake is haunted and they hear screaming voices at night, and some people say that there's some crab monster there. I don't really give a shit. I just need my fish.
I nudge Synsyan. I say, I like this guy.
So are you afraid of this Whispering Lurker too, or you think it's hogwash?
I don't know what it is. I don't know that it's a ghost. I don't know that I believe in ghosts.
Have you tried the stream in the opposite direction of town? There were some fish in that stream. They were dead, but I don't know. Maybe sometimes they're alive.
You could just sell them as dead fish anyways. That's what you have anyways, right?
Well, no, none of us here are much warrior types except for old Trummel. We don't really venture outside of town too much.
Who's
Where can we find Trummel?
You can...
need to
sorry.
fight him.
I thought Tyrson was asking a question and then he just stopped. So
Oh, I don't. Didn't I just say that? I said Drummel.
yeah, okay, whatever.
I don't remember.
You can find Trummel patrolling the town. He's like the elderly man that still dresses in his battle gear every day. Keeps the town safe and keeps things in order since the elder's sick.
Oh.
What's the elder's name?
Grala.
Thank you, fisherman.
She's been good, but she's been so sick in her old age that she mostly stays at home these days.
Where can we find Trummel?
The same place I just told you.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow. He's actually used to talking to dead people only.
I'm very driven, though.
Dead people are really hard up for an audience, so.
So does Trummel like guard the Elder Grala, or not really?
No, I wouldn't say he guards her. He keeps the peace while she's...
So we can
Under
go
the
attack
weather.
her. That's what I want.
What ails Grala, Trummel?
old age.
It's too bad. I'm really young and fit, so.
Yeah, I know
sucks.
as somebody who's much younger than Synsyan.
But I'm in my prime, though, so.
I'm kind of still getting to my prime, but so I'm super fit and cool.
Fisherman, forgive us. We haven't asked your name yet. What is your name?
My name is Carlor.
It's a pretty sweet name for a fish salesman.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a fisherman, just a fish salesman.
That's weird because that's like what I just
That's-
said, right?
Yep.
Carlor the fisherman, right?
No, the fish salesman.
salesman.
Oh, we so dumb. We thought you fisherman.
Conversation is the hardest thing for us. in
So
this-
Carlor, you know, we're traveling adventurers. We would love to be able to help you. Could you tell us where the lake is in relationship to the town?
It's just over the hill there,
Just
where
over
you
the
can
hill.
see from here.
Okay, wow, thank you.
Do you recommend
That's-
going at night if we wish to?
So you don't have to be that You don't have to have that much perception to be an adventurer these days, huh?
Okay, Carlor, we're trying to do you a favor here.
We're on your side, Carla.
Carla, you were cool and nice a minute ago. What happened, bro?
Look.
It was if the GM got annoyed at us or something.
Look, I don't listen to rumors. I don't listen to shit. I do my business. I don't care if you're a bunch of stupid adventurers. I don't
we're
care
not,
if you're a group of people traveling in weird yellow robes. If you buy and pay, that's all I care about.
Well, weird yellow robes. Wait a second.
What's up with that, Kyler?
What do you know about weird yellow robe wearers?
Oh yeah, everyone else is on edge here from those people. Just a bunch of cultists. They paid for their goods, so I don't care.
And some type of like cool cult that we should try to get into, or do you know anything about the cult?
Nope.
How do you know that they're a cult and not just like a group of friends?
How often do you see people walking around in strange yellow robes and never separating?
We've already seen that once
Just
today.
one time,
We
actually.
look down, we realize we're all wearing red
Twist.
It's the village. We're gonna have to rewind that. Carlor, you've been super helpful. If we were able to somehow restore your rights to the lake, is there anything that you could do for us? Financially speaking.
Yeah, I can give you some advice.
Oh,
There's other people to talk to besides me. Now get going.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, you were really nice. So
Thank you, Kyler. I talked to the group. Hey,
she the
should we
best?
talk to Trummel or Gralla first?
let's look for old Trummel Bear.
You just want to find Trummel?
Yeah, let's find Trummel.
Ditch this
Here comes
marketplace.
Trummel.
Nobody else here?
We go find Trummel.
I grabbed some dried goods.
Oh, you want to go to the dried goods store?
Yeah, I'm just really hungry for dried goods.
All right. You're approached by a woman that sells dried goods and says, "Howdy, what can I do for you?"
Hey, I have a few shins that are just burning a hole in my satchel here, and I was wondering what kind of dried goods you had. Any Intelladon?
Mostly dry ones.
A dried, like, jerky?
I've got our famous Intelladon jerky.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I'll have that.
Is it
You'll have that.
bespoke, organic, Intelladon jerky, or
Tell me about
have you
those
processed it?
GMOs, please.
So what's the scuttlebutt? What do you, I buy a jerky and I'm like eating jerky in
Oh,
front of her.
nope.
No?
That's not what happens.
Oh,
She
it's-
says, "Money first, please."
Oh, okay.
I don't trust people with after these thieves are around.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I give her whatever it costs. What is it, a shin?
Yeah.
1,000,000 shins. Give her a shin.
And
And
she hands you the jerky. She picks it out. You don't touch her goods.
oh, wow.
She's uneasy.
She's
She's like, "Sorry, you don't look like a perceptive man." But
it's so weird that she's being mean because we just met. I thought we had a conversation about this.
no, but she says, "Sorry, I
slap her.
can't trust. You can't trust much people these days after those thieves rolled through town."
Wants
Thieves.
to ask her.
I mean, you will get your head bit off, so be careful.
I just hand her a shin, get the jerky, and walk.
We all walk.
I'm about to
backwards.
take a bite, but I don't want to be rude and eat while I'm talking to her, so I say, "What thieves?"
Oh, those yellow road people. There was 10 of them, I swear.
And they stole from you?
They didn't steal from me, but I know they stole something.
What do you think they stole?
I don't. Goods.
Goods.
Not dry ones.
Wet goods.
What else do you know about the yellow-wearing people?
All I know is that they're gone, and I'm glad.
Okay, well, this jerky is edible. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, we continue looking for Tremel. Here, Tremel. Here, Tremel.
Here, chamo.
Isn't he in like the palace? Wasn't that?
No, he's
Sorry,
a
he's
town
He's patrolling
guard.
He's
around.
patrolling.
This is like a cottage town of 200 people. There's no palace here.
He's in the castle up on the
We
hill.
go to the
That
palace.
I imagine.
We build a
Palace.
palace.
So he can patrol.
I knock on the palace door.
I'm actually the king here, so I welcome you in. This is the new game we're playing.
So we're just gonna look for Trummel?
I think so. I mean,
All right.
let's just look for him. It's a really small town.
Okay.
We'll find him.
All right, you guys walk around the town center, and eventually you come across an armored old man, very fit, very tall,
That can't
talking
be
to
him.
some other villagers around.
We listen in on the ending of his.
Oh, Kane, you can gather rumors, can't you?
Yeah, have
What-
we-
how
have
does
we-
that work?
Have we been here longer than 2 hours?
We talked to Carlo for like a day, I think.
6 days later.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just gonna interject and tell you now that you've already heard all of the rumors going on in this town.
Okay.
All right, so we're good.
Are there any dead bodies that Kane could talk to?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, why don't we talk to Tremel?
Yeah. Is he done talking to people, or
Yeah, you could approach him.
I don't want to talk to him because he's old and I'm
any
young.
glaive want to relate to him first?
Oh yeah, let's get that glaive on glaive action.
Is there any other glaive?
You're the glaive.
I'm sorry, but I'm really young, and this guy is
Oh
old.
my gosh,
so I
he
look at
will
you
he will
guys.
love you because he sees himself in you because
Okay.
he's like
You're
wants
like
to be
the
young.
son he never
After
had.
you guys convinced me, I finally decide.
I like shove you forward and like
And first, I put my arms up, just crossed over my body, put my feet out, and I say, "Yo, Trummel, what up?"
I cast a quick 5 o'clock shadow on you to make you look a little older.
Nice.
Thanks.
Good illusion.
Thanks.
Yeah, so he approaches you guys and says, "Hail, outsiders!
Hail.
What brings you to our town?"
We're looking for the Yellow Robe people.
Ah, they've already passed through.
You cool with them?
Can't help you there.
Are you friends with them?
Can I talk to someone else, please?
What do you know about the Yellow Robe people?
I thought you'd like me because I'm a glaive. Like, I'm a strong warrior like yourself.
Ah, I would have taken you for not even for classless, for a very small and weak man.
It's because I'm young and fit. I'm still growing. Okay, Trummel? And I walk and pout in the corner.
Trummel, we like you.
This is, they're just a bunch of weirdos with wear robes. They paid for their goods. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Harmless. Weird, but harmless.
Where do they come from?
I don't know.
Sorry, Tyrson.
We don't get too many passersby, but we get enough that we don't really ask questions. As long as they don't cause a problem in town, it's not a problem for me.
Is there anything happening in town, in like a week or so, like a significant date in the town's history? Is there anything like that coming up, like an anniversary or celebration?
No. Hopefully by then the villagers will get off their asses and start fishing again.
Oh, is trouble at the lake?
Yep. Some people say there's a ghost down there. Ever since those stupid Drevish brothers went missing.
We heard about that. We're looking to go solve this town's problem at the lake. So, any tips as a warrior you can give us if we wanted to?
It's okay, guys. I got it. I step up. They throw me in the back.
No, I can't give you any particular tips. Just, if you're truly warriors, then you'll know what to do when the time comes, if there is even anything down there. I swear it was probably just a fog and a wind.
Are there any stories about this ghost that would help us solve the mystery?
Nope.
What does the town elder think of this ghost?
Oh, she's sick. I don't really tell her much about it these days.
Are you too close?
As close as townspeople need to be.
Nice.
Was she your wife?
No.
So Trummel, if there's nothing to worry about, would you mind showing us the way and perhaps accompanying us on our trip down to the lake?
Sorry, don't leave town. Have to keep the peace here.
Okay.
I say, it looks really mighty peaceful right now. Looks like you could spare a few.
It's because I'm doing my job.
Well, Trummel, bit of an edge. He's an edgy
like
man. He's not to be riled.
He's about done with us, right, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said
What
we
if
go
we,
to that lake.
Where's the palace?
We should go to the palace.
Where does
Go knock on that palace door.
Do you guys want to look for that cipher vendor maybe and see if there's anything we can buy?
let's pay her a visit.
Let's go to Cypher Vendor.
Trummel.
You are making an assumption that I did not say. So.
Well, yeah. We know that she sells metallic-y thingies.
Yeah.
We might go
Oh,
check to
right.
see
That
if she has
was an
ciphers. So Trummel, thank you so much for your time. You keep a really clean town. We'll try to leave it cleaner than when we found it.
And I literally brush the ground behind us as we walk away, mocking Synsyan.
It's really weird.
He says, "Thank you, boys. I have yet to see your abilities be proved, but we're a humble town. If you help us out down at Dog Lake, that's the lifeblood for us. So we can we don't have much to offer, but we can give you food and drink for as long as you like."
That's all we ask.
I'll take it.
As long as it's not Intellidon jerky, I'm down.
Stuff's shit.
They should call them dried bads because it sucked.
All right, so let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
Brank here from Super BS. I want to share a little bit about some friends of ours and their incredible company, Innovate Inc. Innovate is a young company immersed in the latest technology. As video game enthusiasts, they've embraced both AR and VR and use these technologies to significantly change the ways that we can experience the world. But Innovate isn't just an AR or VR company. They also help take businesses to the next level by building attractive websites, creating modern brands, and using digital marketing to engage current and new audiences. They focus on working with small businesses who are looking for a professional digital brand. You could have a bad experience trying to build a website by learning JavaScript or HTML, or you can count on Innovate. They pride themselves in delivering the best service by working with you to get your ideal outcome. If you're interested in learning more about their work or the companies who have partnered with them, check out their website at innovate.tech. That's INNOVADE.tech. Invent, invest, improve. Innovate.
Super BS.
All right, so after that conversation with Trummel, you guys decide to head on over to Dog Lake.
Oh wait, I thought we were going to the metal store,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
right? Tyrson, you wanted to check out her
down
wares?
if you guys are. I don't know.
Yeah,
Should
we
we?
can check
go
it out
check
real
it
quick.
out.
Maybe
Real
she's
quick.
got some cool like fish lures.
Yeah. All right, so you guys, you head over to the Numenera stand.
One Numenera, please.
One Numenera, please. All right, so you head over to the stand. It's mostly junk. There's nothing really like that you can see. It's all like little objects. Maybe you could, tape something together to bash someone with, or just if you wanted to make like a little rabbit trap. You could make a stick out of something.
Can I make like a little fishing pole to fish at the lake?
No,
Dang it!
Is there any cardboard there though? Because then you could do it.
I don't even know what
don't
that
get
means.
Just
Is
ignore
that
it.
inside?
I don't know.
Brian's or Brank's family has a long-term history of cardboard jokes that
It's
his parents.
really
He's young.
Growing up, his parents told him that everyone gets cardboard jokes. But
All the listeners will know exactly what that joke refers to.
So she's got nothing.
yeah, she's got nothing interesting.
Okay.
We spit on her and we go on our way. Just kidding.
All right. So now we go to Dog Lake.
Yeah,
Wait, why is it called Dog Lake?
it's just the name of it.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Dog Lake.
I mean,
a hopeful question.
yeah,
I wonder.
that's just
What
what.
it is.
That's just what
Dachshunds run
Tremmel.
wild.
Yeah, that's just what Tremmel called it. So
Let's head there.
all right.
Okay.
So you head over to Dog Lake, which is, even though you've asked where it is several times, it's very visible from town.
We
We need a
lost.
guide.
Also, since you found a book with maps in it.
Yeah. We lost it.
All right. So you get to Dog Lake. It's like it's not a huge lake. It's kind of like a park-sized lake. Tall reeds filled with fish, waterfowl, insects, and things like that. Seems fairly shallow.
Lush.
But yeah, there's like a dock on one side, and
Oh, Dock Lake.
yeah, there's like some really tiny boats attached to it.
Okay.
Ah.
But nothing's in use right now. There's a little bit of a fog heading over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it still what time of the day is it? Still midday ish?
No, it's probably getting closer to evening.
Evening? Okay.
That's when the ghost comes out, apparently.
Said no one, but yeah, sure.
The first guy, Carlor, said that.
He just said that some people say it's a ghost.
Oh, I thought they said at night. Okay.
The Whispering Lurker.
Can we go look for the two guys that allegedly went missing?
The Drevish brothers.
It's a good
Yeah,
idea.
you guys could search around the lake.
Let's do a quick perimeter.
All right,
Yeah.
gang,
Okay.
split up.
Ooh, I don't know about splitting up.
No.
No,
I don't like
say
splitting
we
up.
All right, hey,
together.
let's stay together, guys.
Oh my gosh, I am actually deaf.
You guys hear a scream in the distance.
By distance.
We talked to
that was
Carlo.
That was right next to me. That was Eric.
That's right in
My
our
ears are bleeding.
We hear a scream and
laser ear surgery? Coastal hearing.
we hear a scream in our ears immediately next to us.
All right. We go to the direction to the screaming. I run to the direction of the screaming.
All right, you guys are still on the perimeter of the lake. You run towards what you assume is the direction of the screaming, but in the other direction, you hear a bunch of like that.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Frick?
I want to suggest we run towards the noises.
Well, the scream could be someone who needs help.
What the? Is all that coming from the same direction?
Snoring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming from the same direction.
Let's head there.
All right, let's go.
All right, yeah, let's head towards that. That sounds really strange.
Yeah, as you see in the as you get closer, you see what looks to be like you see kind of like a couple heads, like body, sort of like you're just assuming that you are seeing like some people.
Consort with them. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't yours. So we see heads coming out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Whoa.
Can we see if they're? Can we go see if they're dead? We should go see if they're dead.
Sure.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Kane, you want to poke him a little bit?
Yeah.
See?
I'm gonna use one of the tools I found. I'm just gonna poke them.
So
The size of a pencil. You're like right there.
I mean, I don't want to directly touch them, but
as you get close, a crab-like beast rises out of the water. You see that the heads that you were heading towards are attached to weird stalks, and they were just floating instead of attached to bodies as you might have thought. And they were attached to the stalks on the back of this weird crustacean that's pretty big. Rises out of the water. Josh, I'm going to need you to make a roll right now.
21.
20 to die, yeah.
5.
Okay, so he grabs you with one pincer and then does 5 damage to you with his other.
Woo. So we are in battle.
All right, so Kane has taken 5 damage as well as being moved 1 step down the damage track. Now, just as a pause here for listeners, the damage track is essentially a couple different notches that you have towards your overall well-being as a character. The bottom tier, of course, being death, or if you decide as a group to not include permanent death for a character, you can have just like you're out until you recover type of thing permanently. Josh is now debilitated, so he's going to be, everything that he does is going to be 1 step harder for him to do until he gets a chance to recover. So continuing on, because the monster, the whispering lurker crab thing, launched a surprise attack on Kane, it's now Tyrson's turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my onslaught spell and shoot it at this big boy.
What is onslaught? Just so the listeners know real quick what it is.
Yeah. To my memory, onslaught is an esoteric, so it's like a spell, and nanos can basically fire this spell at creatures, and it does 4 damage, and can't you shape it and kind of design it or something?
It's a lot of the spells in this game, a lot of the moves in general, they're not necessarily generic, but they are sort of blank slate to be sculpted depending on your character. So a character that, like Kane, who consorts with the dead, his version of onslaught might appear to be some type of like necromancy, dark magic looking attack, whereas someone that like specializes in fire abilities, his version of onslaught would look like fire. So,
and there's also the armor versus 4 damage or 2 damage depending on how you want to do it, either like a physical version of it or a mental version.
Yeah, you have 2 options.
Right.
So I'm gonna do a mental version.
Okay, so that does 2 damage.
It ignores armor.
Yeah, great.
Oh yeah, that's right. So okay, I'm gonna do that, and since I'm intimidating, and my character has like stone-like eyes, I'm gonna make this esoteric look like my face coming at it, and it's gonna frighten it.
All right, so go ahead and roll.
That's gonna frighten it.
That's what's gonna happen. Because I rolled a 3.
So swing and a miss. All right.
Bums.
It's Synsyan's turn.
Okay. I am going to attempt to shock the system of the creature. And shock the system floods the mind of a short-range target. And if successful, it becomes unconscious for 2 rounds. So that's 2 rounds of us guys of failing rolls. So hopefully we'll get to hit it once. So I cast Flood the Mind. I need to roll So this costs 3 intellect. I have an edge of 4, so it is free for me. But I am going to apply 1 level of effort. And just so the listeners know, effort allows me to lower the target roll by 1 level, which means 3 on the dice. So this is going to cost me 3 plus 4, or sorry, 3 plus 3. It's going to cost me 2 intellect.
Cool.
Just in case listeners like math. Math.
3 plus 3 equals 2.
I rolled a 15.
Excellent. Okay, so you have successfully shocked the system of this creature.
Well, I want to describe it. So I wanted to, because we heard like weird little voices and stuff like that, and I want to just like flood it with all of our voices, so we're all talking at once inside the creature's mind, and I want it to like overload it in that way.
Sure. The creature passes out before that does anything
Nice.
because he's mindless.
Hey.
All right. So that leaves us to Brank.
So, hey, because I wield 2 weapons at once, am I near the creature enough to attack it?
You're still in the town, Brank.
I never left the town. I'm eating fish.
Wait, so actually, I have a question for you, Donna. Now that it's unconscious, is it going to be easier to hit for everybody?
No, but it won't attack for 2 turns.
Okay.
So Brank's turn. He wields 2 weapons at once, so he's going to be doing a dual wield attack.
Hell yeah. So I'm going to use my ability of thrust, which costs 1 might and does an additional point of damage. I'm going to use 1 effort to do additional damage.
Right.
So here, I'm going to roll for my first attack, 11. And then I'm going to roll for my second attack.
So just to be clear, in the future with wields, you only have to roll once.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
That's
thought
rad.
Yeah.
So you rolled an 11.
So yeah, the advantage is that you roll once and effort applies to both attacks.
Okay.
All
The
modifiers,
disadvantage
then.
is that armor counts separately for each attack.
Okay.
So if you have a beast in this case that has 3 armor, and your combined total would be 4 damage, but it's 2 attacks, so it won't do any damage.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he thrusted, though. Does that do anything to him? Or his effort?
Yeah, because
Okay.
his thrust is an additional point of damage. He's
Right.
attacking with light weapons, which do 2.
Yeah.
So he's going to be doing 2 damage to this creature.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. So how does your attack look, Brank? I missed
So
it.
I'm like doing a cool daggers in each hand. I'm poking with one hand, then doing a back behind my other back, and then
That's unnecessarily complicated.
Two backs.
He's
kinda
literally
Very,
unconscious.
very complicated for a unmoving.
and it's really cool looking. And all the townsfolk are applauding, and everybody's like, "Wow, that's some cool tricks."
Is there like a stand where all the townspeople are sitting?
This is what you're fighting.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I mean, but that's just like part of him, right? Like because you see like a big crab body now.
Yeah, it's on the picture too.
Okay, I can't. I just got LASIK, so
Yeah.
I don't know. If I know that.
I was testing out your
Those
LASIK.
I mean, coastal
Just
vision.
don't look at the other side of the card. Okay, so that brings us back to the Mesomeme's turn because he was
Okay.
woken up by Brank.
Oh my gosh.
So
How much damage has he taken? Sorry for interrupting. I'm just curious.
We're
2.
gonna- Just what you did.
Oh, okay, that's it. Okay.
But I really intimidated him.
He's scared.
I know that.
Just so the listeners know, Brink has no idea how much health he has, but wants to keep notes anyway.
That's Brank's specialty.
Crunching numbers.
All right, so since Brink was the most recent waker-upper of this creature, he's going to reach for him with his claw, his pincer. So go ahead and give a roll.
12.
12. Okay, so he hits you for
Ouch.
5 damage.
Oh, wow.
Do
Okay.
you have armor, Branky?
I do. I have medium armor.
Great.
So that's at 3 or 2.
I think it's 2,
I
right?
think probably 2. Yeah, I think 2.
So I get 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then with his other hand, he's going to be reaching out and slapping Kane again. So I'm going to need you to roll as well.
Dude.
Oh, man. All right. 8. No.
It's
Yeah, that's going to be
it's
another
9.
chunk of
It's
damage for
9.
you.
All right. What did I take here?
So you took 4 damage again.
Okay.
Actually, and everything's harder for you. So whatever the target is, you were probably even further.
Yeah. All right. So now it's Tyrson's turn.
All right, we'll try this again. Okay, I'm gonna use some effort on my onslaught move that I failed last time.
Great.
So
Great.
I'm going to use, let's see here. I'm just going to do some quick math. I'm going to use 2 levels of effort. And I'm going to make it the same exact thing, but a little bit scarier to be like, hey, remember that? It's even scarier now.
Great. All right.
Hell yeah.
Let me have a roll. You did 2 levels of effort to make it easier or to do
make
more
it
damage?
easier.
Okay, you're doing the intellect one again, though?
Yes.
Okay.
18.
Nice.
All right.
Should have went for damage.
Yeah, that's going to be a minor effect on damage, correct?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to count that as 3 damage.
Cool.
All right. So yeah. So you cast an exceptionally terrifying spell, which almost scares you because again, this is a instinct only beast that cannot be scared. But
I'm scared.
You'd be
But
surprised what I can scare.
but it still does the trick.
It's a giant crab.
Actually,
crab
as your esoteric zams into this
Ooh, Zam.
zams, my new word. Zams into this creature, you blow off one of the heads.
Woo! Woo! You just got zammed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
One
zam
of the
you up
several
so
heads.
bad.
You can see a couple human heads. There's like a cat head and like a lizard head.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. It is now Kane's turn.
Oh yes.
Don't die.
What are you gonna do, Kane?
Oh, all I can do is attack him. Oh, all I can do is attack. Right, because he's not dead. He's living, so I
You
can't
could try
talk to him.
sabotaging it. No, don't.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my broadsword,
All right.
and then can I apply effort because everything's already harder for me?
Yeah, you definitely can.
You're gonna
Okay.
want to apply effort.
Okay.
So you can apply 1 level of effort.
Actually, wait a sec. This would be a might attack. You have 3 might. This will almost kill you. I would not do that. What I would do, I can't really tell you what to do because we're in combat. So do what you want to do. Sorry, Josh.
It wouldn't kill him,
Well, he has 3 might left. Say
but
what
it
you
would
need to
just
say.
it would subtract from speed.
It would take him to like another. Well, because once you deplete yourself from a pool entirely, he would move down an additional damage.
I'm going to
check.
say that for the sake of this game, that he's already moved down that first
Okay,
additional, so it
got
won't
it.
cost him more.
All right, go for it then, Josh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, 19.
19.
So
Nobody's got
so
him.
Oh,
Jake,
sweet.
so you either get to select plus 3 damage or a minor effect because it's his. I think it's boy's choice.
Boy's choice. Minor effect is a concept we haven't gone over, though, so I would
Okay.
recommend the extra 3 damage for
Okay.
you.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so
So how much damage is that
So you
on
have
him?
0 might now.
I just
It's-
want to know.
This guy loves numbers.
So when you get
it's 4.
4.
you would
Okay,
attract
cool.
your speed.
Okay.
We've taken him down 9 damage so far, dudes.
Are you sure?
Heck
I
yeah.
don't know if you did that math.
Let's
right.
avoid all that in the extra numbers talk.
I love numbers.
All right, now it's Synsyan's turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast an onslaught. I am specialized in onslaught, so it's automatically 2 steps lower for me.
Great.
Think you're better than me, or?
Well, I'm tier 4, so.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to apply. I'm going to apply 4 levels of effort to the damage. So I'll figure out that math offline, but that would mean that I'm going to do the non-armor version, so the mind slice. So that's 2 damage. So it's minus 2 steps. I'm going to apply 4 levels of effort, so it's going to do 6 damage if I hit. Oh, I rolled a 20. So I'm gonna take the extra damage, and this is gonna look like because I have the Craft's Illusion, so I can make my esoterics look however I would like. So I'm gonna make it look like Gralla. Actually, no, I'm gonna make it look like the Crawler, that fisherman guy, because he's really mad about not getting fish.
Carlor?
So it's just Carlor is like old, like wrinkly fisherman face. It's like coming at the crab. I want fish, and hitting him really hard.
Okay.
So I did 10 damage.
All right. It's Brank's turn.
Oh, it's your boy Brank back again. He's ready to do double thrusts on this bad boy. So let me
Can
real
you just
quick
not say
do
that word?
some bad boy.
Yeah,
course
that
I'm a-
bad boy.
Of course, I'm a bad boy. Okay. So don't worry what I rolled. It's high enough.
What was it? What was it?
It's a 4.
Oh, it was a 4. Okay.
So you can only go around one of your backs this time.
You stab yourself.
Oh. I looked down at the ground, sadly.
The young boy Brank was inches away from his target, realized that if only he was a little bit older and taller and more grown, he would have struck true.
It's a 30-foot crab. How did you miss?
All right, it's the beast's turn, and he's pretty angry at Synsyan for his little attack there.
I mean, it was pretty sick.
So he lunges at him. So you can go ahead and roll.
I do a quick peck on his cheek and dodge. I rolled a 3. So.
All right, so he grabs you with his pincer.
Okay.
And then strikes you for 5 damage and moves you down the damage track 1.
But he really doesn't do that. So.
He moves him up the damage.
All right, it's Tyrson's turn.
All right. Not to be repetitive, but I'm going to do onslaught. I'm going to do 1 effort for roll and 1 effort for extra damage.
Nice.
So here
So
I
strategic.
go. 14.
All right. So you hit him with your onslaught again for the final time as the beast falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And dies. He looks at you one last time like he was your pet crab that you were steaming.
And I have a moment of sadness, a little tear.
And because you wonder what was his life like?
Wow. It's powerful.
It's a very profound moment.
Why did I even do it? I don't even know now.
I look at Tyrson and
So
say,
much going through my head.
what
I'm
a
like-
dick, dude.
Well, its stomach
Barely
is
hit
like
him, man.
cut open, and like Kane is probably bleeding out. And
Oh yeah, he hurt my friends. That's why.
I'm paralyzed.
Great.
How much armor did we get?
All right. So
We all
Start
just
fishing.
won.
let's start fishing. So you guys want to head back to town or?
I want to look at those heads.
I want to find the Drevish boys.
Just to be clear, we heard a scream. Was that this creature, or was it a different direction?
It was the creature. Yeah.
Okay.
So what are the heads? It's like some animals.
Yeah, there's a couple young boy heads. There's a couple animals.
Okay.
Are these attached to the crab, or are they just?
Yeah, they were attached by like these gray tendrils.
on the top?
Yeah.
It was the Drevis brothers'
Well,
heads.
we don't know.
I
we don't
say,
know.
I say to Kane,
Can I-
hey, you should speak to the dead crab. Say your condolences.
Hey,
Well,
Dick.
try connecting with the heads. Maybe you can connect with the human heads.
okay, hey,
Ooh.
can I try to talk to the heads?
Sure.
Do I need to roll? I'm gonna
got
apply a point of effort here.
Go for it.
So you're probably intellect, you dumbass.
That too.
Okay.
You don't need to roll.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes it easier. I won't roll then.
You failed.
Oh, so do I just ask my question now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, are you? What are their names?
Drevish.
Hey, are you the Drevis boys?
Yes.
All right, we leave.
You'll have to understand the limitations of your ability a little bit, Josh. You can't ask them questions. I mean, you can, but you won't get answers for things that they didn't know. So it's like you're like talking to. It's like you're talking to their memory. You're not talking
Yeah.
to like their spirit. So it's not like you can say like, now that you're a ghost, tell me this.
Yeah,
You're just
okay.
like, what's the last thing you remember?
Right.
Okay, I already blew my question though, so
Well,
Well, you've engaged with them, right? So
Yeah.
you can
I thought I only get one question though, right?
well, it's you get one question, but as the GM, I'm going to move us along and say that you got the maximum amount of information that you can get out of it.
Yes,
Which is
that was
none.
the max.
Yes. These were the Drevish
That's
brothers.
all we needed.
Okay, so we can tell the townspeople that we found the bodies of the Drevis boys.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
we killed
Bring the heads back.
We killed
I
the crab.
think we should bury the body, bag the head, Zorro style.
Yes.
Do we know where the bodies are?
But
Or
their
just see
parents,
we've
the
seen the heads?
parents. I think the bodies we can safely assume are consumed, but we could bring the heads back for the family members. They might.
Yeah.
Or keep them as trophies. So whatever you guys want to do.
You
Right.
hang them on your belt. The town just kills Brank.
All right, so
Yeah.
I pull out a bag. I sever the heads and put them in a bag. And we feel that situation out before we just tell them we have their son's heads in the bag.
We're back in the
They
village.
might.
Yeah.
They might like that.
So Brank doesn't talk then.
Do we find because this body has because this crab has consumed a lot of bodies, maybe there's like some valuables in its stomach. Guys, should we cut this thing open? What do you think?
Yeah, let's try.
Sure.
Okay. Who's the strongest?
Probably me.
Probably, huh?
Taut young body is ready to do
All right.
cool junk.
I know that mesomemes when they're cut open spew like hot stinky goo.
I ain't
but
worried about
don't
that
tell
garbage.
Brank that.
And even if he would have told me, I would say, don't worry about that.
Okay, go for it.
14.
All right. Now everyone roll.
Okay.
Okay.
7.
8.
9.
Thought you already rolled.
11.
For D-heads.
All right. Everyone that rolled under 10 takes a damage from stinky goo.
Wow.
And everyone that rolled above 10 gets 5 shins.
Ooh.
Crap.
Did anybody win?
Kane.
I think
Kane
Kane
did.
I did, yeah.
Kane did.
Congrats.
finally
11.
get some. He's bleeding all over the place.
I can buy some bandages.
Nah, those are like 30 shins. Sorry.
I take a quick rinse.
All right.
Should we head back?
Let's head back.
I'm down for that.
All right.
Oh wait, let's like cut off.
On your way back to town,
Say a little prayer.
you guys get back into town and you approach the town center. You look for Trummel, who's there by the well in the marketplace.
Well.
Well.
Nice.
Ah, you boys are returned. The weak ones look a little cut up.
I took no damage, Trummel. See?
Tier 4. Okay.
Lock,
I ain't
lock
weak.
your doors is all I'm saying. I'm gonna
Hide your
pick 'em.
kids.
Yeah, we defeated that. We defeated that big boy.
Oh, glorious indeed.
Thank you.
We should celebrate.
Yeah. Let's go
I
celebrate,
guess we're
bro.
okay with that. Let's do it.
All right, so that evening they throw a feast for you, gentlemen.
I get really drunk at the feast, and I invite the Dreva's parents up on
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Synsyan's put in the town jail because he tries too hard to be sensitive, and it makes everyone feel very off-put.
There you go.
You know, like that kind of asshole of a man who's like too nice, you know, where it's
It's just phony.
not even genuine.
But it is.
we all know
but
that
no
guy.
one knows it.
Chip McGee.
So what's this party like?
It's a typical party that you'd have at a cottagey village. It's small and humble. There's a nice little, you know, they're cooking up some Intelladon.
What's the dry goods situation?
There's some ales and some drinks and some, you know,
Are there women?
townswomen.
We're gonna have to.
Okay.
We tell them we
No such women. Sorry, there's no women.
No, I just want to. I'm just scoping out the town a little bit.
it's
You know.
not a male-only town.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I just
Kane, what are you implying here? Let the record show. The record show, okay? That's all I want to say.
So,
I just had Lasix, guys. Careful.
so in the,
We've done a whole lot this adventure.
Dave's Synsyan's vision is so good in real life that he should see what's coming next.
I can't.
Um,
Am I in jail for reals?
no.
I thought I was still in jail.
Well, what you in the
Oh, my
morning
goodness.
comes fast, morning comes hard. It's brutal for you guys. You guys partied way too hard.
I know that.
Synsyan, what you thought was jail was in fact the shared bed of Trummel.
not again.
I cast a quick illusion on him to be like a really attractive woman, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You failed your own spell.
And he wasn't there, but it was his house. And so, but yeah, so
Wait,
you guys
what?
wake up.
Clever twist.
Did he
He
sleep
wasn't
with-
in the bed with you. It was just his.
Was his wife there?
Here comes Trummel, he says. No, so you guys get up. Your partying was so intense though that none of you recovered any health, so you are still debilitated.
Crap.
You're your wounds still need tending to.
Like a gash in my side. Like bleeding all over Trumbull's bed. Just like leaking blood everywhere.
Okay.
Just drink it off.
So Drummel approaches you guys and says, that was a great party. You guys are welcome to stay as long as you'd like in Jut.
Thank you.
What was that last thing?
The place that we're in?
Jet.
Yeah, just like it was.
Jet a minute.
Yeah, just a minute. But yeah, so we're going to take a little act break there.
Super BS.
Hey everyone, venture into the pop culture cosmos today, where you'll hear our conversations on different topics within the world of movies, TV, video games, comic books, technology, board gaming, and more. You'll also get a taste of some of our other shows within the cosmos as well. So come on and join us each week as we delve into the pop culture cosmos.
Welcome to the Pop Culture Cosmos.
Super BS.
All right, you guys wake up after a night of partying.
Oh, we're going
Okay.
way back.
So,
Yeah, your partying was sufficient enough that you haven't recovered from your wounds.
so I suggest we stay at an inn.
Again. So you guys have the day to hang out.
Okay.
It's morning, so
I say we visit old Carlor.
Let's do it.
We head to the marketplace to Carlor's fish stand.
he's like, the gentleman that fixed our fish problem. You see that there's fresh fish in from the morning.
I bow really low, but I'm so hungover that like I hit the ground, but he doesn't see.
You guys can't handle your fish wine very well.
That's what that was.
Yeah, we destroyed that monster for you, Carlor, specifically.
And the wine.
You know, no pressure, but any kind of reward.
Yeah, you guys can help yourself to some fish.
I start loading fish in all my pockets.
I gag.
Anti-pescatarian.
Yeah, no one here really has like a financial reward for you, nor is there anything in the town that's like particularly worthwhile other than like food and supplies. But you know,
I laugh it off as a joke because I'm embarrassed.
It's pretty tacky.
Ha 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 ha.
So, Carlor, it's been great.
You guys want to go to that inn now,
Let's get outta
or
here.
Do we need to go to the inn? We still need to go to
we
the
still
inn.
need to do
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
I am
let's
pretty beat
let's
up.
rest up.
I want to
Well,
rest.
we all rested except... Are we all rested?
Well, you didn't take any damage. You're fine.
Yeah.
But we three kings over here need to rest up and get rid of
Still
our
slightly
damage.
I'm gonna rest up. Why doesn't Tyrson maybe go to see Gralalala?
Yeah, alone.
Okay.
Well, we're resting up.
All right. This is now the Tyrson show. Does that
All
work?
right. Yeah, Tyrson's
All
hanging
right.
out.
I go to the palace. No, I go to find Grala because we have not met Elder Grala yet.
Okay. How do you want to find her? Do you want to ask someone, or
You smell her.
you just
Yeah.
you want to just
I'm gonna ask
assume where someone
Carlor.
you've never met lives?
I just assumed she'd be in the palace that's in the center of town in my imagination. But hey, Carlor, do you know where Grala lives?
Yeah, she lives in her house.
Where's that?
It's up the road.
Solid start.
Up the road right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I walk there and knock on the door.
Yeah, there's a guard outside,
Oh.
but he says, "What's your business?"
Hello, I am one of the warriors that just beat the creature at the Dog Lake, and I just want to meet the elder here, receive my reward, and just chat.
No, we don't have much in the way of rewards for you, just home cooking and supplies, but I can let you in. She's sick. I wouldn't expect much.
That sounds great. I really want to speak to this sick old woman.
All right.
I want
nothing to offer you.
more. Really wish my friends were with me, but they're
All
off
right.
sleeping.
You creak into the room.
Hello.
Hey there.
You, Carlo?
Oh, you know Carlor. He's great.
It's a small town.
Greetings. I'm one of the warriors that beat the creature at the lake, and I just wanted to, greet you as the leader of this town.
Thank you for what you've done. Greetings.
Yeah. All right. Also, cut to the chase here. We have this map that we got from those yellow-robed folk. I was hoping you could look at it and let us know anything you know about it.
Sure. All right. You pull out the journal and the map from your pocket or satchel or whatever you've got
pants.
with you. From your pants. And she looks at it for a second and she says, well, it's a map of the town and the area surrounding the town. I hope you figured that out, young man.
Duh.
This spot here is about 4 days away on foot.
Oh, okay.
So she's pointing to the spot that's coming
north?
up in now it's about 8 days or so now. But
Do you know anything about that spot?
no,
Okay.
no one here ventures out that far.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
I wake up and remember that I mental linked with Tyrson. And I'm like, ask him about the yellow road people. Ask her about them.
Him?
I mean, her. Whatever. She sounds like a man. Whoever. It.
Yeah. So do you know anything about that cult of people?
No, I hear they passed into the town the other day. Didn't
Alright.
cause much trouble, just spooked a few people.
Sounds good.
Maybe just ask her for like some supplies, and then we'll just like get out of this town because it sucks.
My friend wants to know if you have any supplies.
No. You want to know. You want to know.
You'll have to see the merchants for supplies.
Right on. Okay. I'm going to take my map back and, we're going to head to this place and probably, like, save your town somehow. No big.
Tell her to like get well or something. I don't know.
Get well or something.
As you exit her door, you feel a slight chill, like you might have caught something.
Yeah.
You move
I regret everything.
You begin coughing and move 2 steps down the damage track.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Phew.
You'd have to sleep, and we'd be here for 2 days. So
I'm going to go rouse my friends, see if... I would wait a couple hours so they rest up, and then I
that's
go get
really
them.
thoughtful of you.
I said I'm going to go get my friends from the
Yeah,
inn.
go get them.
So, yeah.
We're waiting
What do
for
you want me to
real
do?
hours. We're waiting real life hours.
All right,
to
I
pass.
walk in each of their rooms and I shake them awake.
We're in the same
We're in
bed.
the same
so.
bed. It's one room.
Pretty
bed.
thrifty.
It's a big bed. We don't have the shins for separate beds.
I throw a pillow at you and say, "Don't come up unless you have fried Enteladon."
He's stabbing the bed, but we're actually in the hotel across the street.
What?
Climbs in.
Stab through the
But it's
bed.
3 other.
Is this like Lord of the Rings?
I am a ring wraith.
Why would you stab the bed anyway?
This is 3.
He was
Other
tired of our
adventures.
idiocy.
This will all be deleted.
That was So we find the protrusion from the water. We're gonna go back all the way.
Oh.
Should we head north to that place? Do
Yeah.
we have any other things to do here?
Let's just burn this town to the ground because it sucks.
Nobody here gives us anything.
They give you all the food and supplies you want.
Okay, all right.
Shut up, Carlor.
Yeah, let's
love
head
you,
to the stream.
What's
The stream where the protrusion is.
Oh,
Where the
south?
thing is.
Where we came from?
Yeah. I
But that's
right?
gone.
Oh, it's gone.
I think
Remember when
Oh,
it disappeared?
it
earlier?
disappeared.
Okay.
We gotta wait 10 days or
technicalities.
something.
I say
right?
we just
Uh,
sleep, man.
I update you guys on this 4-day
yeah.
trek, and we have 8 days until something happens
Oh, that's
on this
right.
map.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
we could just go there, and something might happen on the way.
Let's try to
I
maybe
don't know.
hook up with like some like riding cattle things. Or
There's nothing in town that remotely resembles.
Let's
a
still
rideable-
try. Let's waste some
I
time on
spend
this.
days cobbling together a useless machine.
I pay Carlor to ride, give me a piggyback ride all the way.
We go to the Drevish brothers' parents.
Completely diverged.
We don't.
All right,
go-
I say we start heading north.
Let's go head north.
Unless you guys,
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'll follow Tyrson.
Okay, so you guys head on a journey roughly north, following the map as best as you can with your limited intelligence.
I'll have you know I have 24 intellect.
All used on your feelings, Mr. Empathy.
Guilty as charged.
And about 4 days later, you arrive at the spot on the map, but you realize that the date is still 4 days away. So
nothing happened on the way like I thought.
I cast a replica version of Jut around us, like with Carlor and like Trummel, so we can interact with everyone for fun, for practice, until the day comes. That's what I do.
yeah.
That's about the response that warrants.
That's all I got for you on that one.
So if we go back to town, that'll be another 4 days, and we'll waste all the time, huh?
We could camp.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like a good camp.
I hope you guys took all the free supplies since you were unhappy with all the rewards from town.
We took a lot
We
of
took all the
supplies.
supplies.
No one took supplies except for Kane because he's focused and driven on his task at hand.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the
my
backpack
So
and the
you're-
tools and the women.
Gosh.
You're hoping that he's willing to share with you guys.
Thank
I want
you,
you guys.
Kane.
I want you guys to work this out amongst yourselves.
Kane,
Hey, Kane,
who
I could,
always asks if there are dead bodies around. Who's been doing that?
It's true. It's true. It's my buddy Synsyan Sawa.
Hey, Kane.
Insane, but okay.
Who's really deserving and cool and young and hip and really deserves all your stuff?
We could kill Brank right now outside of town. No one
We
would
could,
know.
and then I could raise him up and ask him how it felt.
No one would know anyway because no one in town knows him.
That's true. There wasn't there like a young boy with you, or
We're gonna have to
Everyone-
eat somebody
right.
soon.
it's like been 30 minutes. And we're like thinking about
We're the
eating
worst
people.
adventurers ever.
Let's like scour for food, like real adventurers.
Whoa.
I mean, we
I'm
could
down
try.
with that.
We could just try.
Kane,
Let's go hunting.
why are you going to do that? You got all the food.
Well, I don't really know how long it will last.
Real quick, do we find the spot on the map and there's nothing there yet? Nothing we can.
Yeah, there's nothing really there.
Okay.
Okay,
So let's hunt some Entelodon,
let's do it.
some wild ones.
I'm down.
Let's go for it. Let's hunt some food.
Is this a subplot that people want?
Oh, I love
like,
it.
oh
We'll
gosh.
ask our listeners to email us and say, "Hey, do you want to hear this 4-day subplot of camping in the wilderness?"
We'll wait exactly 4 days for you to answer.
we like find ourselves, and it's like really powerful.
I discover the meaning of life when I just like wonder about it. It's great.
We almost died out there.
We could camp for 4 days, right? Is that
Yeah,
the-
you can camp for 4 days. Do you have supplies for 4
Let's
days?
do it.
Let's do it.
I just checked, and yes, we do.
We do.
We do. All
Clearly have 4 supplies.
It was hard to do all the math, see if we had the supplies exactly for 4 days.
I got
Thought
a
you love math.
I got a big backpack, so we're good.
Do we
did
do
it.
we make it through, or should we camp for real?
What do you mean make it through, or do you camp?
I mean, like,
Do we need to hunt for
do we
food?
wake up and now it's like 4 days later when the thing appears, or are we gonna camp? We gonna do it?
Well, you can't just wake up once and have it be 4 days later.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay, we're doing it, I guess.
What are you, an idiot? You can't just wake up once.
Okay. I go hunting.
Yeah, what are you?
I start like hunching over and like looking for stuff, but I don't really know what I'm doing.
You're foraging for
You
plants.
you find 3 different colored berries.
Oh wow,
There's some red berries, some blueberries,
blueberries.
and some blackberries.
I ate all the blueberries.
Okay. Is anyone here a botanist?
No.
Okay. I am a highly educated nano, so I reach back into the depths of my book learning and I try to discover which of these is the edible berry type. 20. It was like almost a 20. It's like a 20 and a half to like an 8. So I just went like this.
You applied 1 point of effort to gravity.
Yeah, it's 20. Probably 20.
All right. Your roll was sufficient enough to successfully grab whichever berries you choose.
That's not what I wanted to do. I
Okay.
wanted to see which one were the edible berries.
I have a skill in assessing danger. Can I assess
the worst thing ever.
Monty Cook is just
berries.
like, this
We
is
were
not,
fighting crabs minutes
this is
ago.
not Numenera. This is like Growers Direct Monera.
We were once mighty warriors who
Now
wandered
we're-
too far from town and died by eating the wrong berries.
Berry
All right.
shoppers.
Brian, roll.
Okay.
a 7?
You assess that there is danger nearby.
Is that a number?
Like non-berry related danger?
His roll wasn't high enough to determine. It could be berries.
I'm skilled in perception. I'm going to roll
Perceiving berry
6.
flavors.
It's even less than his. But I'm skilled in perception.
As you eat the red berries, you perceive that they're not good for you.
Okay.
No, it's 4 days later.
Oh, thank you
God.
so much.
Thank the Lord. Okay.
So you guys wake up in the morning of the 4th day later. Kane was able to hunt successfully, and
This is a Kane show?
yeah,
Oh man, Kane, he's so good.
All we ever talked about.
he's the only driven person here.
It's true.
And yeah, so you guys wait around in the morning, kind of just doing the same thing you've been doing, playing guessing games with berries.
Not great.
And then right at the appointed time, just past midday, kind of right in the area that you're standing, the earth begins to shake, and out arises this giant structure again, the same oval-shaped structure.
That's crazy.
That was pretty cool sound.
That was an accident too,
Don't tell the listeners.
but I went with it.
Okay.
And you guys are not like right in front of it. You're not like camping on top of it. And instantly, the door opens and out comes like a young girl in the same hooded, robed figure things.
Guys, should I clad us in yellow robes and we approach her?
Whoa.
Or should we approach
sounds
her
cool.
as... Yeah?
Yeah, let's do
We
that.
should do that?
First
Okay.
idea.
I'm open to that.
All right, so I do a quick little illusion and cast it, or disguise and cast us in yellow robes.
Cool.
Okay, and we approach her. Okay.
Okay, you have to roll.
Okay. I'm gonna apply a level of effort because it will most likely fail. 11.
Okay, yeah, it's a sufficient illusion.
All right.
So you approach her,
Okay.
and she runs from you,
Oh.
Where does she run?
away from you.
Where are you going?
Just out.
Can I chase her? I'm actually good at running.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, real quick. I'm actually skilled in talking with people in a positive way, and I want to sense her emotions. So, can I like sense?
Scared.
I'm assuming
just kidding.
I'm like out of game. I'm assuming she's like trying to flee from the cultists, and we're dressed as cultists, so she's fleeing from us as well. So I want to like try to tap into that and try to like speak with her in a way that like, I don't know, in a way that kind of like tells her that we're on her side. That makes sense. To me, it does. So that's perfect. It's a 2. There's this missing 0, and it's a 20.
So, I'm a clever dude. I'm going to go with trickery and lies. So, I want to kind of trick her into joining us.
After she's already run away from you.
Yeah. But first, because I'm a young top boy, I want to expose
that
my...
word?
Tot. T-A-U-T.
Tot.
I want to expose my abs so she
T-A-U-T.
sees how buff and ripped I am, and then definitely wants to join us. So let me first do that. So I'm opening the robe to show my abs.
It's an illusion. So.
This is a real roll right now.
I'm unable to open my robe.
Synsyan, if she's running from us because we're robed, maybe call off the illusion and we can just chase her.
It's a great idea. I just called the robes off.
and we're chasing her,
And my abs are already exposed.
Does she see us unrobed?
trying to get her
derobed.
attention.
No, but you can run
Poor
after her.
men. Let's yell at
Running.
her, and we're not wearing our robes anymore.
We'll just roll.
That makes her more scared.
Oh man.
3.
Okay, you trip. Someone else roll.
12.
Okay, you roll.
8.
And you roll.
5.
Okay.
Rolls.
Brank also trips, but he trips over Synsyan. But Tyrson and Kane are able to catch up to her, and what do you do?
We're sorry for scaring you. We're not really part of the cult, so if that's why you're running from us, have no fear.
We want to help you. What's wrong?
She says, I've been trying to escape forever. My brother's still left in there, though. You don't understand. The will of the Vortex is so complicated, but I can't. She's kind of awkward. She's
Whoa.
small.
Wow, you've been in this cult like your whole life, or?
No, only for a few months.
What is the will of the Vortex?
I can't explain. The divine vortex is. No one knows what it means except for Abrasol.
Is that the leader?
Yes, he's a terrible man.
Wow. So you're trying to leave. They don't like people leaving, I take it.
No, I've been plotting my escape, but my brother was captured, and I feel bad I've left him inside.
Whoa.
You could go in. You could save him for me.
Sounds like a job for us. My other friends
I'll
are
give you
catching up.
I'll give you my key stick.
Oh, perfect. And where are you going to go, though?
I don't know.
Would you like to join us?
She's trying to run away.
I mean,
That was a joke. What's your name?
Ivana.
Well,
You can roll to ask her to join if you want,
Oh,
Jank.
not a dumb idea after all.
Kane.
Where's the dice?
There it is.
Okay.
I'm rolling. I got a 7.
7.
Nice.
Well, if I joined you, we have to come up with a story. They can't know I escaped, but they don't. They'd have to know how you got in. They're not unkind to outsiders, but they will be on guard.
Do they let people in who aren't cult members or wearing robes?
That's one way to get people to join.
Does the cult have like a cleaning service?
We could be maids, is what he's getting at.
I'll just say that I was foraging, and that you, gentlemen, approached me and are interested in the will of the Vortex.
What kind of berries did you have? Just curious.
They're all good for you.
There's a cool young boy, probably close to her age. I put
You gotta drop the boy act.
I put my hands in the middle and say, "I'm in," expecting everyone to also say that.
We walk away. Fast.
We all leave him hanging.
Turning to Tyrson, and I can't emphasize how utterly she ignored Brank just now.
You could feel it.
Yeah, you could feel the ignoring.
It felt bad.
Yeah.
She digs you.
Felt real bad.
Out of desperation, you just show her your abs and she turns her back on you.
I'm already wearing a shirt that shows my abs at all times. You listeners that
Oh,
showed a picture of my
teenagers.
character wearing a
Oh
very
my
high
gosh.
shirt.
So she tries to talk to Tyrson for reals?
Well, you guys already talked to Tyrson.
Oh, I thought she like turned to Tyrson. Okay, sorry.
No, I mean, she just ignored Brank.
Gotcha.
She loves Brank, and she'd never ignore Brank.
So she leads you guys back to the structure. She informs you that it's called the Narthex.
The Narthex.
As in that specific structure?
Yes.
Is it the same one that keeps like popping up everywhere?
Yes, it's the moving gateway to the temple.
Oh.
Oh, heck yeah.
What happens when you go in there?
You go into the temple.
Is it like underground or?
It's hard to explain. It's divine.
What's your brother's name?
Shom.
Shom.
She takes you in. She grabs the key stick back from Tyrson.
Okay.
And she pushes one of the 6 buttons on it, puts it into the rectangular slot. The door opens. You guys all enter, and you enter into what's basically like an elevator, and it takes you down very far into like a shaft, down like a mine shaft, not a mine shaft, down like an elevator shaft, and then it
Into a mine.
into a mine, no, into a large dark structure. You exit the elevator. It's like a circular metal path that surrounds the elevator. Like you've taken the elevator down into the center of a massive room, and there's tons of walkways that just lead into utter darkness all across kind of this chamber. It's probably like 1,000 feet wide, but it's so dark you can't actually see end to end. And there's one path that's lit by all sorts of like candles and incense and things like that. And everything else is a tale for another time. Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. The ugliest. Happy birthday,
Yeah, Monty Cookie.
We love you.
Happy birthday to you.
That was a 20.
For ghosts.